done eating your ice cream yet?
Almost. Sorry on the delay.
Sorry on the delay.
Yeah, well, we had a delay for showtime because we
were missing by like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Because it's Monday and it's 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, then it's Mighty Monkeys Nerd World News. And I'm your host, somebody who's baffled that it's June already. Peter's on board, Jace is on board, Melanie is here, Dee is here. Good, my God, John is here already as well.
I'm done.
Sure you are.
There's some left.
There's still some left. I'm sure you're going to finish that off before the end of the show somewhere along the line. So how is everybody doing? Hope you all doing well out there. Hello from Ann and Xavier. We can't wait. I cannot wait to meet my
my God, he's so adorable.
I cannot wait to meet my nephew Xavier.
He's such a good boy.
And can I bring Juno out to meet Xavier yet? Is that a possibility, do you think? Is Xavier not going to be able to handle Juno? I don't know. We'll figure that out along the way. What do you say, Junebug? You want to go meet a puppy? Juno doesn't care as long as she's getting fed. All right. So tonight we're just going to chill. We're going to hang out. There are some comics to talk about. And I was going to say Deanna. I'm not sure why, but Tanya will take care of that shortly. Sit up straight. Don't slouch. It's bad for your spine.
New Facebook.
New Facebook. Who diff? Nobody important. Just us fishes. We're going to talk about the movies. June 2023 is going to be a huge month for movies. Hi, Batman John. We just had over the weekend, the release of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to the smash hit from a couple years ago. T and I are going to be seeing it soon. I have not seen it yet, so we won't be discussing it at length because I can't.
I heard there's like a Spider-Man and another Spider-Man
There's
and
a
a Spider-Gwen.
Tons of Spider peoples.
And a Spider's this and Spider's that, and there's a multiverse.
Yep, we found Koski. Yep, that's true. Anyone go to Oz Extravaganza over the weekend, and it was cool.
Oz Extravaganza.
I can't. I'll have to say that I have not been to the Oz Extravaganza because I did not know that it existed until you mentioned it just now. But Koski gives us a review on Spider-Verse. Apparently, it was quite great, so that's good to know. P first, it's long. Good to know. Good to know.
I think it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Which is about average for a Marvel movie when you think about it.
Post-credit scene? Just asking.
Yeah, Koski, were there post-credit scenes in that
Which
one?
I'm assuming, and how many?
63. So... Anthony Brooks is on board. Hi, Anthony.
No.
Oh, Michael confirms that there are no post-credit scenes into or across the Spider-Verse. So that's good. That's good information to have. So if you really have to pee, you don't have to wait for the whole credits. You can just get up and go. Well, go to the bathroom and then go. Yeah, that works. What else has been going on? We've got
there's a lot of movies coming
Transformers Rise of the Beasts coming out in a couple of days. That'll be on the 9th. Extraction number 2.
Is that going to like Netflix or something?
What is
Extraction?
Extraction might be a perfect franchise for Chris Hemsworth. It doesn't say anything in the write-up about it going to Netflix. Oh yeah, look at that. Available on Netflix June 16th.
Nice. I saw the first one.
Okay, so that's going to go right. So that's not going to be in the theaters then.
No.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. And Elemental is also coming out on June 16th. Elemental, Pixar is now saying, what if elements had feelings? Because why not? They just did if feelings have feelings, if cars have feelings, if planes have feelings. So why not if the elements have feelings? Are they running out of things that have feelings?
Well, water has feelings.
Yes, I know.
It runs a lot.
Well, one of the main characters. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Water sign. June 16th is just going to be a big day as we'll call it controversial Flash is going to be coming out on the 16th. I think the only thing holding that particular movie together is the fact that Michael Keaton is in it. Right now, I think that's the only thing hanging on for the Flash. Let's see what we got. Anthony Brooks says he cannot wait for this year's FC3. Neither can we. We're kind of excited about it too. Dad, Michael, don't step on your lawn. It has feelings. Anthony's going to be making a Zenitsu costume for this year. That is a character I am not familiar with. I'm going to have to look that up in a moment. Six Boy 73. Hi, guys. Good to see you.
Is that used to be the Doctor Who?
Yes.
50 years
that's the 50
behind?
years. Yep.
Oh, look, I remembered.
I am so happy for you. Let's see. Jason says, well, the plants in The Happening had real serious feelings. I'm not sure about that reference. I'll just roll with it.
I don't know.
The Flash will be a big draw because of Michael Keaton. We can have a who's the best Batman. I'm sure Michael Keaton.
She said, in her opinion.
In her opinion, Michael Keaton. You see, the thing is, I can't throw shade on any of the guys who played Batman over the past 30 years at this point. Clooney himself will say he was a crappy Batman, and he wasn't sure why he was in the movie to begin with. But I think he had fun with it. He definitely had a good time on the screen. It wasn't a total waste of film. I would actually say that Zenitsu is from Demon Slayers. Cool. I'm going to look that up. I would even go so far. My opinion is, yes, Keaton is one of the best of all time and will be the legend that everybody will hold the benchmark to. But I also love Ben Affleck's take on the character. So, everybody's going to have their favorite. That's definitely
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. I was great with the Christian Bale movies. I was great with Val Kilmer doing it. Kevin Conroy is obviously the legend when it comes to the animated series, and he had his one turn as the live action Batman in one of the Arrowverse crossovers before he passed away from cancer last year.
Oh, okay.
So that was cool to see him be able to be himself rather than voicing the animated character. I don't think there was a bad Batman out there, really. I know Batman John. I would have preferred to see him on film one of these days, but
no one comes close to Batman 66.
There you go. See, Batman. Jason's making a Batman John reference at the same time I did. I think that's fantastic.
That's funny.
That's how important that person is to us. I'm just saying that right now.
I saw Michael said he's making a Spider-Punk costume.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you see the face mask type thing that he wants to know if someone has a 3D resin printer that's big enough to do?
I don't know.
Sean's isn't big enough.
I don't think Sean's is big enough, and I don't think the one that Scott was looking at is big enough. But we do have Uncle Jesse. We could probably reach out to him. Remember that guy?
Oh yeah, from Maker's Fair.
Yeah, from Maker's Fair. He's been to FC3 too. So I think if we try to reach out, if Michael can't find anybody a little more local to him, we might be able to find a couple of folks in town.
Yes. So Uncle Jesse. Oh,
Michael found a buddy. Good. So there we go. See, we're always looking out for you, though, Michael.
Because we don't really know. Do we really know what Uncle Jesse's name is?
No, but I also know that we have his roster probably somewhere, online. We can find it, or we can have Dan Schneiderman find his information for us too.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things. So let's see what we got here. And then on June 30th, closing out the big month, the last of the major blockbusters of June, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'm cautiously optimistic about that one because the Indiana Jones movies have been the reverse of the Star Wars or Star Trek movies. Star Trek was the even numbered movies were the really good ones, but the odd number ones were a little questionable. With Indiana Jones, it was the odd numbered movies that were really, really good. 1 and 3 were amazing. 2 and 4, well, a little weak.
Is this 5?
This one's going to be 5. So yes, it's going to be an odd numbered Indiana Jones
movie. It has the potential to revive the franchise, because it's an odd number one.
Yes. And Harrison Ford was doing an interview recently where basically he said he's acting and none of it's like a CGI model or a stand-in with his face. It's him doing all of the acting.
With all those little dots and stuff all over.
Lucasfilm was able to go through its entire catalog of all of the film they've ever taken of Harrison Ford, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, all of the other movies that he's been involved in, and then use all of their technology to take all of those past images of him and superimpose them over him. So it's still him doing all of the acting, but it's Lucasfilm working their hocus pocus to make Indy look younger than he is, because Harrison Ford's 80 years old, for crying out loud. Indiana Jones and the Dial, Soap of Destiny. Like they did with Iron Man and RDJ. Yes, exactly. So they're doing stuff like that because they used old footage of RDJ from a couple of his older movies and created that.
Back to Sticks Boy 73 comics and toy sales. He says he's going to start taking FC3 in his Instagram posts for the podcast he's involved in on Friday, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome of you, and I do appreciate that a lot.
It's a Dan sighting.
It's a Dan sighting.
No.
Yay.
Did he survive his Memorial Day weekends?
Oh, he didn't just survive. He thrived. He had such a blast seeing his favorite singer, Debbie Gibson, and he went to a couple of Taylor Swift concerts because that is his total jam, and he was so excited and so happy about that, and I love that for him. And yes, it was amazing. See, and he had a great weekend.
I know he's still reliving it.
You know, I will admit, and he and I have talked about this, so this will not be a surprise to him at all. Debbie Gibson, not my favorite artist. You know, her music, nice, just not my usual style. However, you can't deny the talent. Mm-hmm. The girl is a great singer. She's a great, piano player. She's a great musician. She writes her own stuff, which back in the 80s when she hit it big, there was not a lot of people her age range that were doing their own thing, mm-hmm. right? Where she was in the trenches, writing her own music, doing her stuff. So I have a high level of respect for her. And even more so with how she relates to her fans. I get a look at that because my best friend is one of her diehard,
he's a Deb head. Yeah.
He's a full-on Deb head, right? And so I see how she relates to all the people who are in that big circle of the closest fans. And it's just so genuine. You can see this genuine person who is this talented artist, and she is just so grateful for the attention they give her, and she hands back. And
he's a diamond.
He's a diamond Deb head. It's just I get a kick out of it.
They're different. I think she's tired of being alone. No,
that's Tiffany. You're the wrong mall chick. Six boy, wrong mall chick. That's Tiffany, who I don't have a lot of respect for. But no, I'm not gonna throw shade on Tiffany because that's not where I want to go with that commentary. So, but I get a kick out of being an outside observer to that whole kind of thing, because Dan's always showing me pictures and videos and stuff, and I just get a kick out of it. I want to meet this girl one of these days just so I can shake her hand and thank her for all the stuff. They're
damn mall pop
stars. And then there's Robin Shivers, or what was Robin Sparkles?
Robin Sparkles.
So.
Oh, I got Tiffany. I might have to do some Tiffany for Spotify mixes.
I think we're off topic. We were talking about movies, but I think that's pretty much all for June. June's going to be like a big month for movies. Are we aware of anything coming up in July just yet? I'm wondering how the summer is going to go this year. Let me take a look at movie releases for July of 2023. I can't spell. I can't type.
That's okay. It showed right up though.
All right, July 2023. What movies are going to... Oh, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1.
We've got
Oppenheimer, Haunted Mansion, the Barbie movie, which I will admit I'm not going to go see.
Yes, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Yes. Now, you and I started a Mission Impossible marathon. We're catching up on all the old movies. Now, I have not seen the last two Mission Impossible movies. I saw the first, what is this? I think I saw the first 3 or 4 was what I've seen.
What did we watch?
We watched 3 the other day. That's the one that had Philip Seymour Hoffman in.
Yes.
Our local legend who has since passed on. Melanie's saying, oh my God, the Barbie movie looks awesome. That, I'm sure for people who, as my buddy Paul used to say, for those of you who like this sort of thing, this is the sort of thing you like. I'm not going to fault you for it. If you're excited about that movie, awesome. I hope you have a blast at it. I hope it's a great movie. It's got Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie in it, all people. I mean, come on. That's a great cast. And I think they're going to have a blast with it.
Yes.
Not my thing. It's okay. It'd be yours. Simon Pegg is in the Mission Impossible movies. Yeah.
Yes. Jeremy Renner is in a couple of the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah, there's your boyfriend.
Oh, we were talking about yesterday, Hurt Locker. I got to go back and watch Hurt Locker because my boy's in there too.
And one of his first movies, he plays a kind of a bad guy in the SWAT movie that Samuel L. Jackson stars in.
I recently had seen, I think it was called Wind River with him and Elizabeth Olsen.
There's a good cast. I love Elizabeth Olsen.
Those ones were pretty good too.
Is that yours?
I started. I'm sure.
I am parched.
We've been friends long enough that we can share.
Yeah, seriously.
Mission Impossible 1 through 22 were all good movies for popcorn. There's really been that many movies?
No. 1 through 22 is a bit extreme.
Well, it's kind of like the 4,765 episodes of NCIS.
Well, my God, that's like, over 63 seasons? Mark Harmon was 20 when that series started. He's now, 104? Maybe 106? give or take. He and I have the same birthday, but he definitely had it first.
Melody's like, I think horror movies should be capped at 89 minutes.
I think horror movies should be capped at 9 minutes, but that's me entirely.
Introduction, conclusion?
Yeah, well, introduction, some sort of jump scare, maybe a little bit of blood splatter because it's a supernatural type of a thing, and then, roll the credits.
Yeah, I'm not a horror movie.
I'm not, well, here's the thing. Let's be very clear about this. I dig the occasional thriller, suspense, kind of high tension movie, but what horror movies have become over the years, the slasher, the Scream, Halloween, the Freddy and Krueger movie, it's slasher flicks. Saw. I don't like that. It doesn't make me happy. I don't get a kick out of that at all.
He's 103 and a half.
Don't age him too much. There we go.
Now, the thing is, I'll let you know, I don't even like zombies.
You don't? How the hell do you deal with your kids in the morning?
I was trying to throw shade on Koski.
Oh,
Just see if he's still here.
That was so subtle. I didn't pick up on it. All right, you're going to deal with him after that.
I dealt with him all of 20.
What about vegan zombies? They eat grains. Grains.
Okay, so now that we're on that, I am with Deanna. I'm not a big fan of horror movies at all. Why does the ocean roar?
I don't know.
You would too if you had crabs on your bottom.
All right, that's all, folks. Good night.
No comics. That was a little kid joke that was on TikTok. I thought that was cute.
Someone said a few years back, zombies are the new vampires. No. Hey, if we're talking about lame funny jokes, I learned something today. The Canary Islands. There's no canaries. It's weird how that works out. Canary Islands should have canaries. It's like the Virgin Islands. They don't have canaries either.
Dun-dun-dun.
Come on. That was good.
You told me that one the other day, and I just looked at you and rolled my eyes.
I'm gonna move the camera over now.
Yeah, you are? Okay.
Look, it's Tanya.
Oh, yeah. So last week we didn't Comic Chick because it was Dan's Christmas and we were doing rehearsals for recital, which was this past Saturday, and we all survived. We are not doing Comic Chicks this Wednesday because it is dance buffet, whatever dance thingy that Jessica is being a part of, and Ann and I are going to that. So I am going to talk some comics, and then I think we're going to be back on for a couple weeks in a row or something like that. I don't know. Is she trying to look at my toe too?
No, she's trying to get attention, and we'll bring her up into the camera.
Okay. So the first one, Poison Ivy, number 13, chapter 13. There sure is nothing quite like a romantic night with your sweetie in the swamp to make your mouth water. I don't know. It's the dawn of a new day as Pamela Isley makes her return to Harley in Gotham City with a love-struck Janet from HR in tow. The tension's so thick you could cut it with a fan boat's propeller. Imagine what that one's like. Maybe the comics will be out on time. Eternus number 4. Now that's a badass cover.
I thought you'd like that one. I love the colors in it, especially.
Let me just gaze
just
upon
savor that shit. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's just go right full. Everybody, hang on.
Yeah,
where the hell did the cursor go?
It was on the screen.
Where is it? Boom.
Okay, there we go. Hercules and Mina finally found the man they've been looking for and get a closer truth of who murdered Zeus. I didn't think you could kill a god.
Stranger things have been known to happen, especially
Stranger
in comic
Things
books.
is a totally different show. Persephone reveals to Julian the dark secret of her mystery cult, forcing the new emperor to the pagan side. But is it too late for the old gods to regain their foothold in the rapidly spreading religion of the one god? You can totally kill a god? It is a good cover.
Apparently.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Okay. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, number 6.
I find all the best covers.
It was like, I was just thinking Once Upon a Time in Vegas. I think that was a movie.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Book 2, The Rise and Fall of Golgonooza, Chapter 1, Golgonooza. Okay. Mezzi and Maceo, M-A-C-E-O, Maceo, found the unimaginable, a secluded suburban community, well-preserved and filled with everything they needed to survive until adulthood. Video games?
Keep going.
As adults, however, the highest highs of romance and contentment are shadowed by dysfunction, just as their quaint community is surrounded by the ever-present horrors of the wasteland. How long can their little piece of paradise last?
Dun, dun, dun. All right, come here, woman. Come here, mama. Come here. Nobody wants to hear me talk anymore. They want to see you.
The floofy poopy.
The floofer pooper. There she is. Whoops. And there she goes. There we go. Somebody got a bath yesterday, so they're extra floofy today.
And she actually has white socks instead of like gray. She's like,
so,
Dad,
she's so patient with me more often than not. It's amazing. Oh, hello, baby. All right, say hi to your adoring fans because they like you better than they like me. Huh?
Hi, babies.
And you too can rent a dog. You can take her off my hands for a week for the low price of I'll give you $20.
I'll give you her food.
I'll give you her food and the leash. You can have her. But we were just talking to some friends recently, and this one's actually a rescue herself. She was rescued when she was an itty bitty puppy, and I was able to adopt her when she was but 4 or 5 months old.
Sold.
So, and so I was just, as I was talking to some friends who are involved with fostering and rescue, make sure you don't go to a pet store, don't go to a breeder, go to a shelter, find a rescue agency and adopt a puppy who needs your love.
Oh, she's calm because there are no squirrels or cats to chase. What did she catch the other day?
She almost caught a raccoon the other day. She cornered a raccoon, and the raccoon was like, "You want to dance, woman?"
Thank you.
And she was like, "I want to play." And then the raccoon found an opening and took off.
Yeah, well, about a week ago when I was here waiting for you, Juno was outside and Juno went after a raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because she's like my yard.
Mm-hmm. She's a good girl. At least that was 2 years ago, Kels. 2 years ago, Juno met a skunk for the first time, and it was not a pretty sight. It was not a good day. Rochester is squirrel free. No, it is not squirrel free. Oh, but all right, gang. So that's all she wrote for this particular week. Are we taking a month off?
I know
in July. Is that July?
We were talking about taking the month of July off.
Okay. So we're gonna be on through the Mondays of June. All right. So there'll be 5 of those, I think, because is this a 5-pack month or something like that?
Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3 more left.
Okay, 3 more. All right. So we're gonna be on through June. We are then going to take July off in its entirety. There will be no Nerd World news throughout July. Basically, at that point, we're going to be really doubly focused on panel schedules and making sure that guests are all squared away and helping Brian finish up, get things sorted out on the vendor floor, and really start to focus on September, where FC37. Oh my God, our 7th show. When did that happen? That's amazing. So, FC37 will be coming up in September, the 16th and 17th, 17th, 18th, 16th, 17th. I'll get it right one of these days. FC37, the search for FC35. I think we're working on that still. Yeah, there you go. Still searching for 5. And so we'll be back in August. But in August, we're going to stop really kind of doing news. We're going to do more of focusing on getting you ready for the show in September. So we'll be starting doing some behind the scenes looks.
I believe tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day is a 100-day countdown.
The 100-day.
100 day.
Yeah.
We're that close.
So
and we were going to be doing little mini TikTok videos about what to expect at the con.
What to expect when you're expecting a con.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact that it's probably going to be a little warm, to make sure that you guys have deodorant and that you showered and things like that, because there's a lot of people around and body odor smells.
She's so soft and
cuddly. And you don't smell as bad now.
I know. She got her nails trimmed and everything.
Oh, the underneath of your chin is so soft.
Yep. Ow. So, like I said, through August, we're going to start doing some behind the scenes stuff. We're going to start kind of peeling away from nerd news, and we're going to be doing more of what Nerd World News was originally meant for, was to give you information about the convention. We'll be talking about some of our guests. We'll be talking about some of the artists that are coming, some of the vendors that are coming. We're going to give you a peek behind the curtain of how we develop panel schedules and how we come to the decisions that we do when it comes to finding guests and how we structure the show. We may even do a little thing about the history of the show and how it came to be and what we've done and who's been involved over the years.
And we need to have some board meetings, and we need to have some board meetings. Sometimes those Monday nights for that.
Yeah, so that's, I think, a lot of July is going to be a lot of that.
We got some stuff to finish, right?
Yep. So
right, Juno?
That's our story, and we're sticking to it. So with that being said, friends, we're going to wish you guys to have a great week. Have a safe week. We will talk to you again next week. And we hope you have a great one. Take care. Yay, I clicked the right button. Good night. Bye-bye.